Okay, so we've just finished off with a or a. It's a little linking bit, so it's up to you what you play. Now, this one's a little bit more complicated, because what I'm doing, I'm starting off playing the riff. Obviously, it's all going to be in time with the music, but well, near as I can get it, of course. I'm going to play the first bit of the riff quite quickly, more in time with Robert Cray version, and this is actually in the correct key because he plays this in A. Everything really based around the E minor pentatonic scale. And then I'm going to slow it down a little bit to make it a bit, not jazzier, but just to fit in with the riff, leaving little gaps. Again, you know, think about how you would like to do it. So it's a bit more difficult, but what I'll do, I'll play it sort of like proper speed for the first bit, and then we can slow it down and I'll show you what I did. So to start off with, I'm doing this. Okay, so what I'm doing there, there's a lot of sort of, I'm not playing it too loudly, but it's a lot of like, love it. So this is really part of Robert Cray's style. So we've ended on the A note there, but now we're going down to the 5th fret on the A string, which is the D note, and we're going to hammer on to the E note, which is the 7th fret. You know, he hits it upstroke quite hard. Like so, and then take your pressure off with your left hand or use your right hand to stop it ringing out. Like that. So you're doing exactly the same on the D string, 5th fret to the 7th fret. And then he worked his way up the fretboard. So and then we're going to hit the G string, which is the C note, on the 5th fret. Okay. Again, don't let the note ring out. We can, but this is the way I'm teaching you. Now this is the bit that's a little bit more difficult, because we're going to slide up and try and bend a note. Now I've got quite heavy strings on here, so a bit of effort on the old pinkies there, on the digits to push that note up. But what we're doing, after we've hit that C note there on the 5th fret of the G, we're then going to slide from the 7th to the 9th fret on the G. So we have this slowly. This is where the difficult bit comes in, because we're now going to go onto the 8th fret of the B and bend it up 2 notes, 2 steps. See, I can't even get quite up there because it's a hard. So you're trying to get to this note here. That's it. Push it up as hard as you can. So again, we're basically bending it from the 8th fret to the 10th fret. Doesn't necessarily matter if you don't quite get there, if you're going to play the next 2 notes quickly, but if you're going to hold it because of the way the actual beat's going, it's quite essentially you push it up. So slowly. Okay. Okay, that's quite difficult. Oh, too much, you see. Can't quite get there, but I will give it one more shot. Yeah, just about. So it is obviously difficult when you've got heavy strings on it, but again, you can improvise it by going like that if you like. So once we've actually bent that note up, we're then going to go to the C note, which is the 9th fret on the, 8th fret on the E string, and then quickly play the 10th fret on the B string, like that. So the whole thing, when Robert Cray plays it, he just bends it up slightly, and when he gets the note on the bend that hits the 10th fret on the B string, the A note, it goes, it does that. Now you may, if you can, hold that note a bit longer to fit in with the phrasing. Please find time to do so. It's good. Like that. Okay, one more time. Then he's going to just play an A chord. And he plays like this. And just gives it a bit of a vibrato. A minor chord, sorry. So on what we're playing there is same as we did with Sultan to Swing. We've got the 14th fret of the G string, the 13th fret of the B, and the 12th fret of the A. Now I actually chose to hold on to that bit a little bit to listen to the phrasing. So what we have is so I left a gap and then went down to the next bit. Just moving the strings again, we're still playing in parts of an A minor chord, and the notes we're playing here is the 7th fret A, the 7th fret D, and the 5th fret on the G. And I'm just giving you a little bit of wobble with the left hand, like that. So we have a... Slow it down a little bit maybe. Okay. Next bit. So it's quite a long one, this one. We're going to do this. So what we're going to do, we're going to slide from the 5th fret G to the 7th fret G, like that, stopping the note ringing out again to make it Robert Cray-esque, doesn't matter if you don't. And then we're going to go back down to the 7th fret of the D string, which is the E note, so, and play it twice, maybe letting it ring out slightly more. Then we go back to the 5th fret on the G string, the C note, like that. So we have... And that is 7th fret D pulled off to the 5th fret, and then hitting the 7th fret of the A, like this, not letting it ring out. Okay, so... Okay, let's put that together very, very slowly for you so far. Like that. Right, so that's going to take a bit of practice, especially like I did there, because I only sort of stumbled across this an hour or so ago. Then we're just going to play the same riff 3 times. And then what Robert Cray is just playing a pentatonic lick on the 5th fret. So it sounds like this. Okay, so... Like that. So he's going to hit, or you're going to hit, he's not going to hit it, because I shouldn't think Robert Cray for one moment is listening to this, on the 5th fret G, 5th fret B, 5th fret E. Like that. A bit like we did with the Sultans' swing thing. Simba. Like that. So you're not going to let all the notes ring out. And then we're going to hit, after we've done that, we're going to hit the 8th fret of the B string. Like that. Then we're going to go down to the G string 7th fret, bend it up 2 steps to... Found it? Like that. So what we have is... So we're bending it up, releasing it, and then I'm going to pull off from the 7th fret G to the 5th fret G. And then going to finally hit the D string 7th fret. Like that. Simple, isn't it? No? Now with the phrasing and the music, you don't have to play it quickly. It might sound better with a... something like that. Keep listening it and developing your own style. So messing around, you can play that as many times as you like. And I've just chosen to end it by going, I think I went... or... something like that, just to end off the whole thing. So it would sound like this. And that will end off the whole thing. Now, because we're sort of messing around in the A pentatonic scale, there are endless possibilities to jam around to this. So what I suggest is, obviously, learning the A minor pentatonic scale, like that, in that position. Obviously you can learn it all up and down the fretboard, similar to what we did for the E minor pentatonic in our special edition of the Improvisation series, and just jam over the top of it. and something might come into your head like it did with me, saying, that sounds a bit Sultan of Swingish, and I just put it all in. So I hope that's given you a very good introduction. It's not easy, but it's good because I'm glad I'm teaching it to you, because I've improvised it, and it's absolutely fantastic that you can do the same, because this is what guitar playing is all about. Fun, fun, fun. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that, and I'll catch you all pretty soon. Ciao for now.